Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. If you are new to my channel, then hello, my name's Libby and I upload new videos every week on this channel. They mainly focus around beauty, fashion and lifestyle videos, so if any of that interests you, then please feel free to subscribe now. But let's actually get into today's video. We are actually filming another haul video. As you guys probably are aware, I've been filming a load of these while we've been in lockdown in the UK and in isolation, just because I've been absolutely loving online shopping and trying new brands out. And today I'm actually going to be showing you a haul from a company that I've never actually used before, and this is everything5pounds.com. and like I said, I have absolutely never used this company before, which is a bit of a shock for me because, as I'm sure you guys are aware, I absolutely love a bargain, and considering everything on this website is only £5, it's a bit of a shock that I've never shopped on it before. But I promise you, this is my first time and I'm actually really impressed with all the items which I got, and I cannot wait to show you through them. If you haven't been on Everything £5 before, basically it is a discount shop. When I first went on it, I just thought it was a really cheap and reasonable website and sold really cheap and inexpensive clothing, but that is completely not the case at all. Basically, high street brands that everyone knows takes all their old stock and sells it to everything5pound.com, and then they sell it on there for £5 obviously. So you can get some really good deals from some really good well-known companies, but obviously when you're shopping on the site, you have no idea where they originally came from and what kind of quality clothing you're going to get when it arrives on your doorstep. But I really like that. I found it a bit of a game to see whether you could pick out bits which you had maybe seen on other websites. I thought it was a bit of fun, but it also makes you just pick up the pieces because you generally like them and not just because of the brand's name, which I thought was a really interesting point as well. And some of these items in this haul, I've literally never heard of the company or shop before. But anyway, let's actually get into showing you the items because I'm sure that's really all you want to see, and I'm not gonna lie, I've got quite a lot to show you. So the first item I picked up is a bit of a random one, but I actually picked up a pair of shoes, and I know this is completely not like me at all in a haul video. I don't think I've ever shown you a pair of shoes in a haul, just because I never really think of looking at their shoes, and I know that's a really bad answer. Shoes are probably the things you get the most use out of, but I always just generally forget to look in website shoe category. I'm so glad that I found these ones. I think they were on the new in page, that's the main reason why I found them. But as you can obviously see, they were from Boohoo, and the website did cross the logo out before they got sent to me. I think they do this regularly on a lot of their clothing. They either cross the logos out or cut tags out just so it makes it a bit harder to see where it's from. I don't really know where they do that, but that's not a problem at all for me. My main focus is just that the pieces look nice and that I'm happy with them, but I thought that was important to include as well. But let's get onto this pair of shoes. So the first item I picked up is actually a pair of boots, and I know this isn't very appropriate for the weather we are having at the minute, but I can just imagine them coming in so handy when it does get colder outside. And honestly, I'm so in love with these shoes and thought they were a complete steal. As you can see, they are just these really basic suede black shoes, but they are so well made and such nice quality. I can already tell just by feeling them. They also do have a bit of a baggier, more movable fabric at the top of the ankle, which I quite like because, as I just said, it does add a bit more movement and just make them a lot easier to wear. But obviously you can tighten the ankle bit with this string as well, which is really helpful and useful too. I just absolutely love these shoes. I can't believe they were on Everything £5 if I'm honest, because they are such good quality and so nice. I know if I originally ordered these off the Boohoo website, they would probably be £15 if not more. So I'm so happy that I copped these and I cannot wait to start styling them up. Continuing the trend with Boohoo, there was actually one other item which I picked up, which again was originally from Boohoo, which I did not expect at all. But when I got it, I was actually so happy that it was from Boohoo and I knew what kind of quality it would be like, and that I did actually get a really good deal from a brand that I love. And you'll see in this haul that I actually did purchase a couple of blouses, and I know that's really random for me. I don't normally wear blouses. If I'm honest, I don't actually have any in my wardrobe at the minute, but I really wanted to trial them out just because I mainly thought this website would be really good for people who want to buy workwear for their jobs but didn't particularly want to spend a lot of money on it. I completely relate with this idea. Whenever I buy work clothes, I never particularly want to spend a lot of money at a time, just because you are wearing them to work and you're not exactly wearing them out to show off, but of course you still want to look nice and presentable at the same time. So I thought this website was perfect because you can get some really good quality pieces for a really cheap and affordable price. So I just thought that was a no-brainer personally, and it seemed like the perfect place to go if you are stuck in that boat. So when ordering for this haul, I decided to have a look at a bit of their workwear pieces and what would be suitable for the workplace, and just what sort of stuff they had if you did have a similar idea to me. So as I previously just mentioned, the first piece that I'm going to show you is actually again from Boohoo, and this is such a lovely blouse. I think it's one of my most favourite pieces that I got in this whole haul. I just absolutely love how it looks. It is a little bit on the more stylish side because it is almost like a crop blouse. It comes in just underneath your waist, but obviously I don't mind that at all, but it is just worth taking into account if maybe that isn't your style. There's so many different things which I love about this blouse, but the main thing definitely has to be their sleeves. They've got this lovely tapered in sleeve detail which comes in at the wrist, but it's almost like pleated, and I just think it's such a lovely effect, and honestly it's like nothing that I've ever seen before with sleeve detailing. I really love when pieces are different and just go the extra mile to put a bit more detail in, but are still very easy to style at the same time. I just think this is such a lovely piece and can be styled so easily, and I just can't wait to play around with it and style it in the future. Two other blouses which I got, which are actually the same style, both look like this, and these are from the Peace and Love collection, and as you can see I picked one up in this rusty red colour and then the other one is in a simple black colour. And I'm actually not going to focus too much on the black colour just because it's really hard to show in the camera and usually you can't see it at all. So I'm mainly going to focus on showing you this red one, but just so you know, they are exactly the same, and of course obviously they're exactly the same price as well. But my main idea for styling these sorts of blouses up are in the winter time. I really love to wear them more open with maybe a lacy bralette and then some layered jewellery on top. I just think that would be a really nice look. But I just overall think in general blouses like this come in handy absolutely all the time. There's so many different ways you can wear them and so many different things you can just throw them on top of. Of course they are a little bit more formal, but that's also nice because it does smarten up maybe a more casual look, and I just absolutely love how versatile they are, and I again can't wait to wear them in the future. One more shirt which I picked up which is actually very different for me is this top, and I know it's going to be really hard to show in the camera, but hopefully in the try on clips you'll be able to see it a little bit more easier. As you can see, there is an awful lot of colour in this t-shirt, and that is not like me at all. As you guys probably know, I'm very much a neutral girl and I love whites, blacks, greys and very basic colours. I'm sure you can tell by the start of this haul that I don't really venture out to much colour, but I decided to pick this up, and it is very out of my comfort zone, but I also love it at the same time. This is from the brand Cherry Cocoa, which I again have never ever heard of before, but I absolutely love the style of this t-shirt. I think on the website this came in 3 different colour patterns, but I decided to go with the blue, white and red one. But there's not actually that much to say about this shirt when you look at it from the front. All I can say about it really is that it is a very high neck. It comes up to very high on your chest. But the main thing that interested me about this shirt, and was generally the main reason why I picked it up, was the back of it. It has a completely open back, which is so different. I've never seen a shirt like this before. There is a really thin strap going along the top of the t-shirt just to hold everything in place, and then basically you get the effect by just tying the rest of the t-shirt around your lower back, and I just think it is such a pretty detail. I think a shirt like this will be perfect for dinner parties, or maybe even when you're on holiday and you're going out in the evening time. I just think there's so many ways to wear this, and it's so different for me to pick something like this up, and I'm so happy that I went out of my comfort zone a bit, and I'm really happy that I've now got this in my wardrobe. So they were all the shirts I actually had to show you. I can't believe that I picked up 3 blouses. I think that's actually crazy. I've literally never done that before. But I also have to show you 2 dresses and 2 pieces of knitwear, and I think I'm going to begin with the dresses because we had a little bit of a problem with the dresses, if I'm honest. One of them was quite good and then the other one is just awful. It is probably my fail piece of the haul. So I think I'll show you the good one first and then we'll go down into the not so good one. So the first dress I picked up is from the company MCB, and again I have never heard of this company before, but I really love this piece that I got from them, and it is a really basic black and white polka dot wraparound dress, and specifically I think this style is really flattering on me personally, and I mean for £5 how could you resist? This is such a good staple to have in your wardrobe. The main thing that I love about wraparound dresses is you can really wear them however you want and however you feel comfortable in them. You can make them really tight to accentuate all your curves, or you can have them a bit looser and flowy. So I think that's why they're personally so nice and why they're such a good staple to have in your wardrobe, especially one with such a basic colour like this. This can be styled so many different ways as well as many different times in the year. You guys have to remember that I live in the UK, so it rains probably about 75% of the year if I'm honest, and if it's not raining it is usually still really cold as well, so you have to have pieces that you're able to layer up and wear for different occasions, but it is also helpful that you can wear them when it's a bit sunny out as well. So I absolutely love this piece. As I keep mentioning, it's such a staple and I just think it was necessary to be in my wardrobe. Okay, so now we're on to the next dress, and as I previously said, this is a fail dress and I'm really actually quite sad about it because I thought this was going to be my favourite piece out of the whole haul. When I found it on the website I thought that it was such a good item and that I was going to be able to wear it so many different ways, but that is not the case at all. It doesn't suit my body type at all. It is really short on me, so I don't even think I'm going to include a try on clip of this item because it just looks absolutely awful. It doesn't even cover me up completely, and I just think it's not really what you guys want to see if I'm honest, but I'm still going to run you through basically what the outfit looked like. So this is the dress, and as you can see it's a really pretty black and white pattern colour. It's honestly so my style, and when I saw it on the website I could just picture so many different ways to style it. Hopefully you can see, but it's a really simple skater dress style and it does flare out at the bottom as well. To be honest, the dress is actually pretty simple. The main thing that drew me to it is the sleeves. They do actually have cutout details in the sleeve at both the top of the arm and the bottom of the arm, so I just thought that was a really nice detail. My main idea for this dress was to wear it as a beach cover up. I thought that would be so flattering, but unfortunately that is just not the case. This doesn't look good at all, but I'm glad I picked it up and gave it a go, and at the end of the day I've only lost £5 out of it. So the last 2 pieces I'm going to show you is actually knitwear, and I absolutely love knitwear. I feel like you can wear it so many different ways and it's just so cozy and comfy. I'm actually so impressed with the knitwear on this website. I did actually struggle to only limit it down to 2 pieces, but I didn't want to spend too much money on this site obviously because I never shopped on it before. I didn't know what the quality was like, so I didn't want to go too overboard, so I did actually limit myself to only buying 2 knitwear pieces. The first of all being this, which is very different for me. It is actually an eyelash knitted jumper, and I don't actually have anything of this texture in my wardrobe as of yet, but I thought this would just be a really nice piece to just have to throw on. Originally I did want to buy this in a larger size so that I could have it really oversized and off my shoulder and just slouchy, but unfortunately the only size that was left in in stock was a medium, and this does kind of give off the same effect, but it is just a little bit smaller for me personally. But I still do really like it and think that it overall does look really nice. The way I'm probably going to style this up personally is by making it a cropped jumper by tucking it up into my bra. I just think that shows off my figure a bit more and suits me a bit better. But obviously, because this is a full length jumper, you can literally wear it however you want to, which is so handy, and the options for a jumper like this are honestly endless. And the last piece I want to show you is probably my most favorite piece out of this whole haul, and that is this huge oversized chunky knit cardigan. I am absolutely obsessed with this. I can't even begin to explain it. I mean, look at these arms. You know I love a balloon sleeve. I've absolutely been living in this cardigan since I got it, and I'm just completely obsessed with it. I did do a little DIY for this cardigan actually, believe it or not. When I originally bought this, hopefully I'll be able to find a picture of it originally, but in the arms it had this bright blue checkered ribbon going through it, almost like plaited, and I thought that was so random. I mean, obviously it is some people's style, but it's just personally not mine, so I decided to just bite the bullet. At the end of the day, it was only £5, and luckily when I got it, I was just able to pull the ribbons out, and it's honestly made the cardigan 10 times better in my personal opinion. I just love how basic it is, how oversized and slouchy it is. I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I've explained it enough, but if you are on the lookout for a cardigan like this, or any knitwear to be honest, then definitely check out everything5pounds.com, because you can get some really good pieces, and I think I might even have to go back on and pick up some more knitwear if they're all as good as this. But that's actually all I've got to show you for this week's video. I can't believe how quickly I went through all them items. Hopefully it wasn't too quick, and hopefully this video was still really informative and enjoyable. I'm just trying to make my videos a little bit shorter because I know I have a tendency to just chatter on and on and on. I know that's really not necessary all the time, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course I hope it was useful for you. My end conclusion for everything5pound.com is that I am actually really impressed with it, and I will probably be shopping from them again. The one thing I quickly want to say, which I actually haven't mentioned in this video yet, is that the postage on this website is actually ridiculous. I think in the end I spent about £8 postage, and I think that's just a bit overpriced for somewhere which is selling all their items for £5 each. So if I'm honest, that's probably the main thing that's putting me off not shopping on there again, just because their postage was so high. So that's definitely something to keep in mind if you are planning on shopping on everything £5. Just make sure you get your money's worth and buy a lot of items so that you only have to pay the postage once. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting in one way or another. If you did like this video, then please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and also leave me a comment in the description. If you've got any questions, comments or concerns, or just want to talk to me, then please leave them in the description and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you like what you see and want to see more from me, then please feel free to subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I upload videos on this channel every single week which are based around beauty, fashion and lifestyle themes, and subscribing to me is the easiest way to keep up to date with everything that's going on in this channel and make sure you don't miss anything. It's completely free to do, and I would really appreciate it if you did. But anyway, that's actually all I've got to say for this week's video. I can't believe how quickly this has been filmed. I don't think I've filmed a video this quick in ages. But anyway, let's not try and make it any longer. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon in next week's video. Bye!